Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha Shasha, and today I'm going to be showing you how I made this pastel Pac-Man shaker necklace. This is so cute. Okay, so this is one of the molds that I got from the March Sophie and Toffee box. It's supposed to be like heart-shaped ears on a Tamagotchi. It's just too damn cute. So the first thing that I did was I mixed together some black pigment, some dark blue glitter, and a kind of sort of like what kind of color would you call that? A sort of like iridescent black glitter. Shout out to my girl Shanita Thompson. Thank you so much for that glitter, girl. Now what I'm doing here is I'm just placing it on the sort of screen of the Tamagotchi, and then I just cured that into place. Now later on you are going to see that some pieces do shift a little bit because I didn't cure it for quite long enough, but I've learned my lesson. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Next, what I'm doing is I'm just taking these three pigments. They're also from Sophie and Toffee. Two of them came in the box, the green one and the yellow one. And I'm just adding them into the resin now. And then I'm also putting in some of their pearl pigment as well. And that is just going to sort of give it a really nice sort of pearly look to it, obviously. And then, of course, I've got to put in some glitter because it's glitter. Like, what other reason do I need but it's glitter? Look at this one. How stunning is this? This came inside the March box as well. It's a gorgeous icy blue color. So that goes in, and then I just pour it all into the mold. This is where my cookie crumbled. So as I was pouring the resin on top, as you can see, some of the little pieces started to float away, and I was like, no ma'am, Pam, I am not having that. So I cured what I had in place, and then I just added in another layer of this onto the back of the screen. And then I thought, actually, do you know what? I'm going to just coat the whole thing in black, because I then wanted to make it super duper shiny by using the second glitter that we got. Oh my goodness. You wait till you see this. It is absolutely stunning. So as you can see, I'm flash curing this, and then I decided to pop it back into my slightly larger lamp because let's face it, that tiny little torch was not going to be curing this anytime soon. Also, we actually got 2-part epoxy resin in the box, but I'm way too impatient for that, so I just used a 25-gram bottle of UV resin. As you can see, in the bottom left hand corner, some little pieces of the black iridescent glitter did fall down to the surface, but that's absolutely fine because I am going to be covering that up a little bit later, so I'm not too worried about that. What you just saw me do there was I put in some UV non-wipe top coat, and that is basically just going to not only seal what's on in the inside, but also it's going to give it a nice shine, and it helps the pieces to sort of stay floating and not to stick to it because there is no wiping needed. There's no tackiness that's left afterwards, so it's a brilliant thing to use. So after I put in all of my little bits on the inside, I then take my shaker film and place it on the top, and I'm just coating that in some UV resin. Next, I'm taking up my syringe and filling it up with some of the shaker oil. A good way to do this is to take the needle off first and then to put the oil in, and then to place the needle back on top afterwards, because otherwise it can be a little bit hard to sort of like draw in the oil because that's a very thin needle. Of course, also make sure that you are taking care, and kids, if you're doing this, then make sure that you do get an adult to help you with this part. Next, here I'm just doming the whole thing with UV resin, and this is where I add on my little fruits on the side because obviously it wouldn't be Pac-Man without having some fruits on there. And to make my buttons a bit more 3D, I decided to put some pearls on them as well, and then I just chucked on a couple of rhinestones because, you know, I love my bling. After the front of it has been fully cured, I then just domed the back, and I added on my little bails onto the corners so that I could hook on my chain. But then I had a little idea. I decided to drill a hole in the teeny tiny little Pac-Man pieces that we got, and I actually incorporated them into the chain itself, and you'll see how I did that in just a second. So there you have it. This is probably my most nostalgic necklace to date. I absolutely love it. It takes me right back to my childhood. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.